the third part of this series that we're doing right now is about channeling. Do you know you have the gifts? And what might have stopped you from being as powerful as you could be now in your life if you opened up the box and knew that you had more gifts than you think you have? A lot of clients come to me because they want to know things. Am I going to get that job? Am I going to do well with this lover? I met this new person, tell me about him. And I do that. If you give me the name of a person, I will tell you about them. If you give me their birthday, it gets even more powerful. I can read birthdays and I can read names. Again, we're talking about childhood. What could have happened in your childhood that would stop you from knowing all about yourself? Well, again, I do landmark technology, and we're learning, we say something happened. And actually, it's not just something happened, but a lot of things happened to most people. You were empowered about something, and you felt good about something, and you were restricted. You might have been psychic. You might have had psychic knowledge. You might have known a lot of stuff about your family or your friends, or you knew things were going to happen before they happened sometimes. You would have lucid dreams sometimes. And you would go to school. You would play football. You would go out into the world, and it wasn't really that useful. You didn't want to be different. You didn't want to be unusual. You wanted to be part of your team, or part of your family, or part of your crowd. And so you started restricting them. You started letting them take a back burner. You started changing up so that you fit in better with your world. And you didn't lose your gifts, but you put them somewhere on the side, or you buried them underneath the surface of your life. So what can happen now if you come in and have a session with me and your guides? All of a sudden my clients will say to me, "Whoa, I have that ability. Wow, that's what happened when I was a kid. I knew what was going to happen at that particular Christmas. Oh, wow. I really knew my grandmother was going to pass away. I knew it before she passed. I got a thought about it, and then we got a call that she passed. Wow, I had that gift." Or sometimes people passed away, and you'd be walking through a room in your house, and you smell their perfume. And it's not because they lived there, it's somewhere else that they were. Are they passing through you? Are they guiding you? Are they your spirit guides? Yes. Yes. This comes through the work as well sometimes. It came recently with one of my clients. She's coming in for a session about something, and what came up was her grandmother. Her grandmother just passed away, and it came up that her grandmother is contacting her in many different ways and giving her strength in this new relationship she's in that she wants to keep, that she loves. Her grandmother passed a few weeks ago, actually, very recently, and her energy is coming through now. So again, we're talking about channeling, we're talking about how you have the gifts, how you can activate them, and how you can become more empowered. And the work that I do gives you the inkling and the idea of who you actually really are. It's your new way of becoming, or your new way of being that you've always been. You were always gifted. You always had these abilities, and you restricted them or put them on the side, or you were told, "Don't do that." And I see that all the time as I travel. I travel a lot on trains in New York. I'm from New York City. And the child is staring at people. The child is watching what's going around him or her. And the parents are going, "Stop!" And they're slapping them or smacking them. Or the parents are not aware sometimes of the magic of this particular child, of the gifts of this child. They just don't know. They can't tell. The parents may not be as gifted as their children. And there's usually one child that's the most gifted in every family. And some families have everybody having all the gifts. and extreme gifts. But sometimes there's one child that's the visionary in their family. Those are the people that usually come and see me. And they want to know, how do I do this? How do I get reactivated? And it's really about being woken up and being awakened and aware that, yes, I do have these gifts. Yes, I can be of service to humanity with these gifts. And yes, I'm allowing myself and I'm entitling myself to be me. I am walking into my own shoes and I'm bringing myself into my own self-esteem, and not in a narcissistic sort of way, but I'm honoring myself and loving myself and saying yes to the universe and to my guides. Thank you so much for being here with me. I wish you all peace. Blessings.